Hello guys, welcome to Sit Astrology Studio, and today we will be discussing on the topic Mahadasha in astrology. Now, Mahadasha simply means the planetary time period which a native is going through. It is the planets which are controlling our lives. So, it is something which you can say that a planetary time period which we are we are actually going through in such a way that a certain planet, a particular planet, is controlling our life for a period of it differs for a period of certain years, months. Every fraction of a second of our life is being governed by some planet. So uh, for example, like Jupiter, it has a Mahadasha time period of 16 years. Similarly, Ketu has a Mahadasha time period of 7 years. So there are different planets have different time periods for controlling our life. Mahadasha is one of the most important concepts in astrology. Uh, Mahadasha simply means the Vimshotri Mahadasha, the planetary time period which is going through on a human being. So, at a time, there are 30 types of dashas on a human being which a person goes through. 30 types of dasha: Yogni dasha, Char dasha, Kalchakra dasha, dashas of nakshatras. Similarly, these Vimshotri Mahadashas are nothing but these are the planetary time periods. So, how to judge a Mahadasha? Well, first of all, you have to see your D1 chart, which is your birth chart, Lagna Kundli. So, in that birth chart, you have to look that the Mahadasha lot placement, where it is placed, and after that you have to look the same thing in D9 chart. Where is your Mahadasha lot placed in D9 chart? After that, you have to look the dispositor of that particular house where your Mahadasha Lord is placed. You suppose, for example, your Venus, you are going through a Venus Mahadasha, and your Venus is placed in 6th house in the sign of Virgo. So, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. You also have to look where your Mercury is placed in D1 chart. Then you have to look the position of Venus in D9 chart, and you have to see where your dispositor is sitting. Now, the Mahadasha lot could be sitting at any house of your horoscope. So it may be having a positive or negative influence on that particular planet, Mahadasha Lord. So the good or bad dasha is determined the situation in which your Mahadasha Lord is placed. So after seeing that the position of Mahadasha Lord in D1 and D9, then you have to see that in which nakshatra your Mahadasha Lord is placed. Suppose I am going through for example, I am going through the Mahadasha of Jupiter, and Jupiter is placed in the nakshatra of Rahu. So it means that Jupiter will somehow behave like Rahu. So you can say that uh, uh, Jupiter Mahadasha time period will be influenced by the Rahu where it is placed in your horoscope, and your Jupiter may behave like Rahu. So Mahadasha time period is different for every different planet. It is totally different. For Ketu, it is for 7 years. For Moon, it is for 10 years. And similarly, there are different time periods for different planets. You also have to make your Mahadasha chart. In that Mahadasha chart, how do you make it? Now, you simply what you do one thing, you check that which Mahadasha you are going through. Suppose you are going through Jupiter's Mahadasha, and Jupiter is placed in your 10th house in the sign of Gemini for Virgo ascendant. then what you have to do, you have to take that Gemini sign with Jupiter as your ascendant. You have to put it in the ascendant, and further um, you have to position your planets in a same way as it is placed in your D1 chart. After Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and so on, everything would be same as it is in your D1 chart. No changes have to be made. Only that Mahadasha Lord house and that planet has to be taken into ascendant, and similarly you just have to rotate it, and the remaining planets and houses would be same. Then you have to decide, you have to take that Mahadasha Lord as an ascendant, and then you have to decide that what Antardasha or Pratyantardasha you are going through, of which planet, where it is placed. See, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha plays a major role because it signifies the events which are happening in your life, the small events, big events. So Pratyanta Dasha is very important. Then after that Pratyanta Dasha you have Sukshma Dasha. That is a totally different thing. It can be negligible, but we have to be like judging our horoscope, our Mahadasha time period for only three aspects: Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha. So you may be going through a Jupiter Mahadasha time period, and Antardasha would be of some other planet, Pratyantar would be of some other planet. It depends, and there are softwares which calculates your Mahadasha. You don't have to calculate it by yourself because it is a very long procedure. Once you know that I'm going through this planetary time period, then you can finally judge in your horoscope that whether it is a bad time for me or a good time period for me. So these are the most important points. You also have to see the degree of a planet. If suppose if you are going through a planetary time period of some planet, for example Ketu, and that particular planet is placed more than is at say like more than 29 degrees, then that is known as critical degree. Now critical degree is considered bad because it will give negative results. You are going through a very exaled Jupiter time period for 16 years. It is exaled in D1, it is exaled in D9, but still you are suffering, you are having a lot of problems in your life. Now that is the thing when critical degrees matter. You may be going through a critical degree time period, so that is totally bad. So this is the microscopic view of Mahadasha, judging Mahadasha. How should we predict the events in the Mahadasha time period? So these are some of the very important things. Now let us summarize what we have done. First of all, for judging Mahadasha, you have to see the Mahadasha Lord. You have to see the position of the Mahadasha Lord in D1 chart and D9 chart. You have to see the dispositor of that house where it is placed. You have to see the Nakshatra Lord where it is placed. You have to see the degree of a planet, whether it is in critical degree or at some other degree. Then you have to see the positions in D1 and D9 chart. Then you have to see that what kind of Antardasha or Pratyantardasha you are going through. Then finally you predict that whether I'm going through a good time period or a bad time period. You also have to consider the planetary transits which takes place yearly or on monthly basis. Those are also very important. I'll make a video on transits of a planet in the upcoming videos. Also I have made some other videos on the topics like marriage, foreign traveling, and different topics on like moon, Venus. You can view my videos on my YouTube channel. So guys, this was my observation on Mahadasha. I'll make one more video on Mahadasha as well. So guys, stay tuned to my YouTube channel and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you.